me see if I can fix this. I don't hear shit. Oh, it's because my sound's off. I got y'all. All right. Everyone's muted, so. What is that noise? That's better. Oh God, 170 people are here. I'm scared. Fuck you, nigga. That's what this guy said. You know, the trading space is so fucking weird at times. Like, I seriously, like, I hate people. I was always pretty antisocial growing up. And when I came to trading, it definitely backed that up. I fucking hate some people. Like, I literally, people are just so stupid and ignorant. I swear to God. So this is not planned. This is not scripted. This is random, spur of the moment. But we're going to see what we can do. You know, these other dudes that sell shit and, you know, have these commentaries, they plan all their shit out. Mine's a freestyle. Takes skill to freestyle. You know, kind of like rapping. The best rappers can freestyle. But the fakes, they got to write their shit down. And it still sucks. All right, I'll try to answer questions. Like, save your if you have any like a specific question, try to save it towards like the end of this. And I'm not going to be able to answer all of them, obviously, but I'll try. If I see one that I can answer, I will try to do so. Oh, mumble traders, nice one, Carlo Moore. The mumble rappers. I did mute everyone. What are you talking about? Yeah, Lucas. So the poster said 200 for the quarter three. Well, I adjusted the price to 210 because PayPal likes to take a fee. And then it gives me the even $200. So that's why it says 210. I frame exits the same way I frame my entries, bud. All right, Lucas. Well, let me pull up my calendar real quick. Quarter three enrollments will end on Sunday. Because Monday, next week's trading week, is the 3rd. And that's July the 3rd. So this is the last week and weekend to enroll. And then the group will be locked in. Yes, Lucas, you'll be able to ask questions. I'm always in the chat room, like talking shit, always talking. I'm always like teaching stuff, even when people don't even ask me questions. I'm always just deliberately teaching stuff. I just have a huge passion for this and I'm addicted. So I'm just always talking charts. How the fuck do I mute the chat? Hell, I thought I did mute the chat. What are you talking about? Mute all. Oh, new people that come in are unmuted. So I have to, again, hit mute. Well, it says mute all upon entry. Checked. So it should mute everyone. Oh God, there's too many people here. I don't like this. I'm scared. All right, before I forget, I guess I'll record this. I guess I will. If I have to. Please talk about time. I don't want to talk about time. That's what Romeo's new mentorship course is for. No, fuck that. Yeah, I don't care about time. Fuck time. Killzone is the only time I'm concerned with. Everything else is noise. They're either trying to sell you something, or I take that back. I have not been keeping up with ICT's new teachings. Hell, I haven't watched a full ICT video in like 3 years. But I do see that he's trying to teach, a macro, time macro, whatever, and if that works, that's awesome. But I'm just not interested because I found what works for me, and I'm not going to change that or deviate it and add more confusing, concepts to what I know already works. So, is there any chance you can make a giveaway for your course? I lost $60,000 and now in a position where finding $200 is a problem. I'm sorry to hear that, bud, but I don't really have, it's not, I wouldn't even call my thing a course. It's not really a course. It's more of a experience. A course is like structured top down, A to Z, one, two, three, do this. You do learn a lot of stuff. I'm not bashing Romeo. I'm saying I'm just not a fan of time. And I will tell him that to his face. I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying time has always been significant, and I just don't think there's any reason to change something that currently works. My opinion on that is my opinion. Everyone has opinions, and that's just my view. Me and Romeo don't have problems with each other. I just simply agree that, I believe time is, you know, a kill zone. That's what I was taught by ICT. So why am I going to change that? I don't care about looking at the chart every day at this 5 minute window. I just can't do that. You know what I mean? One day it's going to work, the next day it's not going to work, and you're going to get confused, yada, yada, yada. That's just my point of view. I was going to stick with what I do because I like what I do personally, and I've been doing it the same way for a long ass time. So why would I change and add stuff? But anyways, let's get into this. No, Romeo's legit though. He knows what he's talking about. I'm not shaming him. But if he came to me wanted to teach me something about time, I just don't. I'm not interested. That's all. He's a funny guy though. He's hilarious. All right. So today I took some trades. All right, let's record.
Recording in progress.
All right, guys, stop typing. Okay, I'll let you ask a couple questions. PC, I have not handpicked the 5 people yet. Remind me, and I'll do that. There was a couple people, some of you that I kind of want. I know who I want to pick. I want to pick people that really genuinely need it. And maybe are in financial struggles where they can't join, but they've always supported me, so I'll pick them. Sell gold now. Everyone sell gold. Okay. So we're recording. I'm going to start this. So at market open this past Sunday, first thing I did was look at the economic calendar. I saw no relevant news for Monday and Tuesday. I believe there was like a bank holiday for Euro on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. But I told my group, I said, I'm not. And then I noticed that Thursday and Friday had high impact USD news. So when I'm thinking about the weekly range power of 3, predicting that weekly candle, why the hell am I going to press Alt 4 for faster speed? Is that going to speed up my voice coming out of my mouth? No. Stupid. Just gonna close my screen. Yeah, what a faggot. Anyways, um, hit the power off button on your PC. So when I'm thinking about a weekly range, I go to Forex Factory specifically. I look at the news events, the current events. So I said to everyone, I'm not going to touch the markets. I'm not interested Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Why? Because Thursday and Friday had the red folder news events that I wanted to participate in. And I didn't have a clear read on the market because the week had just opened. Okay. And then a lot of times, the beginning of the week is going to be manipulation or just a range, confusion. So I didn't have a clear read on which side of the market I wanted to participate on. Okay. So I'm not going to just rush in there. I had ideas, yes, but not a solid idea. And the idea I had in my head was exactly what happened. The weekly low to be right under this bullish candle. Look left. So here's a bullish candle. Look left. What do you see? We have this bearish down close candle prior to this run up. We had sell side liquidity purged here. So last week I was bearish on dollar index and we sold USD CAD. Why? Because I wanted dollar to trade lower, specifically down to this fair value gap. And this was the level I targeted. Once price reached here, I took profit on my UCAD sells. And I will blend that with UCAD here in a minute. It was beautiful. So my downside objective for last week was this fair value gap. If you pull a fib from the swing low down here to the swing high up here, it's going to be a steep discount. So you have a discount plus a PD array. That is the only PD array I saw. If you go over here to the weekly chart, it's also in line with the down close candle here prior to the run higher. Swing low, swing high, discount. So weekly, then we dissect that, find the PD array on the daily. Here it is. Turtle soup right here. So the markets are always going to stop shy before they hit their intended levels, okay? It literally happens every single time. They're going to trade lower like they did here, and then they're going to move sideways to engineer liquidity. When they're ready to run it, that's when they do it. And then they're always going to run it, the turtle soup, aka just a stop run. And then they're going to hit their intended level. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to stop just shy of the real intended level they're aiming for. They're going to engineer more liquidity in, create confusion, and then later hit that level in reverse. So we hit that level. Then last week closed a little bullish. So this was when I started this week, this was my level of interest. I was noting this down close candle prior to the run higher here. Yo, I got OCD and I can't stand this damn. I'm about to close out this chat box. I can't stand seeing the notification pop up. Hopefully I fixed it. Anyways, so I want to show y'all my UCAD sell last week. So remember, we had this down side objective right here. So let's pull up UCAD, wherever she is. Remove all drawings. So this was a publicly posted scenario I had on UCAD last week. I will use the replay button for learning purposes. So my downside objective on UCAD, when this day right here closed, I was still bearish, okay, because I had that bearish mindset on dollar. Y'all bear with me. I got to get in the rhythm. I got to get in the flow. Then this will start sounding better. But I keep getting distracted. Get off me, Shelby. Okay, so when the market was down here last week, I wanted to be a seller on UCAD. So this is the daily chart. Where's the PD array? So we have this bullish candle prior to the down close candle here. Once this candle closed like this, I wanted the next day to come up and find resistance inside of this bullish candle in the form of a bearish order block. If price is going lower on UCAD, it should find resistance inside of the up close candles. So when that happened here and we traded lower, the next day they came up one more time, still inside of the mean threshold of the bullish candle, and then they closed down here. I didn't participate in the run lower here. I wanted more confirmation. As soon as we closed like this, you guys all know, I marked out the fair value gap here. So to get in sync with this price run lower, because I was expecting dollar to trade lower down to that fair value gap I just showed you guys. So when we're thinking of where can UCAD trade to lower, we always want to think in the form of PD arrays. So here's the daily chart. I'm going to look for a PD array. My eyes went straight here. This daily buy side imbalance in this candle, one singular up close candle. The next candle did not rebalance. They've never been rebalanced. So I highlighted this level here. So we're going to go from daily fair value gap, and then we have an up close candle here with more of a wick, but I really like that sometimes with the wick. So I wanted the market to come up into here. I would sell off and then look to target this BISI. So a question I get a lot is, how do you know how far they're going to trade into a imbalance? Well, a lot of times when I see an imbalance, I will dissect it and look at that level on other time frames to see if there's another PD array inside of that imbalance that can give you a more precise entry. But here's that target I wanted on UCAD. And then I looked to the weekly chart. And what is that level on the weekly chart? A down close candle prior to the run up. So it's a bullish order block. Okay. Mind you, I noted this was all called out before it happened, by the way, guys. The open is the sensitive level of the order block. So here's the open of the order block. Goddamn, Mark, I'm gonna kill you, bud. I'll do this all day long with you, bud. How long you want to do this? Hold on, guys. Let me remove these dickheads. Bye. All right. I can't get in the groove, guys, because these idiots. Anyways, so the open of the order block is the sensitive level. Mind you, it's the same level as that daily BISI. So that was my target for UCAD. You hit play, look what the low formed. Now talk about precision. The low formed right there. And I will show you guys, if you don't believe me, I called this level to be the low. That's our take profit level. I called that level out as we dipped up into the fair value gap to sell. How's that for a trade? I hate niggers. Damn, that's racist. Anyways, I don't want to spend too much time on UCAD, but that was the low. So again, they're going to stop shy of their intended level, create liquidity. Then that's when you see your turtle soup. Here's Romeo's turtle soup right here. There's the turtle soup. I just showed you where his turtle soup was. That's why he bought down here. This level is the daily BISI, and it's the weekly opening price of the order block on the weekly time frame. And then we see a reaction higher. Mind you, this happened at the same time DXY filled in its discount daily fair value gap here and turtle souped as well. So you blend all that together to arrive at a nice setup. So let's talk about cable today. So I did nothing at the beginning of this week because I didn't have a clear read on the market. Okay. I posted on Twitter that I'd be wanting to sell cable rather than euro. Why? Just for the simple fact that cable failed to make a higher high here, and euro clearly made a higher high. So there's your SMT divergence while the dollar hit that support level. So that's telling us that cable is the weaker pair. So I chose to look for a sell. And remember, I was waiting for Thursday and Friday to be a seller. So as the week was progressing, we were stuck in a range. I missed yesterday's sell, so that's okay if you missed that. They traded lower. There's your expansion. So if we're going to go lower on cable, what do you tell yourself? You just look for a PD array. I tell you guys, I only enter my trades on order blocks, fair value gaps, SIBIs and BISIs, and breakers. So where is the PD array? When the daily closed here, I'm asking myself, where is the PD array? Well, the only one I see is this imbalance here. So I highlight this whole area here, and my limits go at the very beginning because I don't know how far up they're going to want to dig into that. So I had my sell limits here. And sure enough, they tick that level and then trade lower. So this is a 1 hour entry right here on a SIBI. So if you market maker sell model people and buy model people, here's a 5-minute chart. So the 5-minute chart is creating the market maker buy model, and you're going to find your smart money reversal at the higher time frame PD array. So here's an intraday buy model. Note they turtle soup the high one last time before declining. So we have original consolidation here, distribution, redistribution, smart money reversal, and then attack on original consolidation. Note how we have the low down here, previous day low. They didn't tag that. On euro, they made a lower low. Cable failed to make a lower low. They engineered the liquidity beautifully in here. So we have equal lows. We have the market maker sell model. So the smart money reversal on a 5-minute market maker sell model is going to be found at a higher time frame premium PD array. Which array did I use? I used this sell side imbalance. So they're 5-minute fractal smart money reversal at the hourly SIBI. That was beautiful. I believe euro also had a nice sell model today. Let's take a look at that. They did, in fact, but it wasn't as pretty as cables. Pew. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Also, we can look at the 4-hour time frame. We have this giant 4-hour sell side imbalance. Inside of that 4-hour sell side imbalance, we noted the hourly sell side imbalance, which is why you see the wick entry here. So they rebalance that 4-hour sell side imbalance and they trade lower. This bearish candle closed below the bullish candle. What does that confirm? That confirms a bearish order block. So if this pair is going to go any lower today and or tomorrow, they should not trade above this bullish candle. the bullish candle here should act as resistance to go lower. If and only if the weekly low is not in yet. So if they're going to go lower to close out the week tomorrow, they should stay above this bullish candle. Why? Because that's bearish order flow. We want them to respect the bullish candles. Let's talk about some Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys follow Bitcoin. All right. First things first. Actually, I want to show you this on cable. So look at a cable monthly chart. Ask yourself if this looks similar. So I've done a lot of teachings on this. Price run higher, starting at here. So we have a monthly discounted buy side imbalance here. Once they fill that, where are they going to go? They're going to go to a premium PD array. Where's that premium PD array at? It's going to be up here in the form of a sell side imbalance. So discount monthly BISI, premium monthly SIBI. Okay. And note how they respect that. Now, when you look at Bitcoin, what do we have? We have a discount monthly BISI here, blended with the two down closed candles prior to this run higher. They respect that. Look left, here's the BISI. They trade higher. What do they create when they trade higher? They create another monthly BISI. Did they respect it? Yes. Then they trade higher. Note the bodies of these 2 months. Are they respecting the fair value gap? Yes, they are. So that's telling us that this order flow is bullish. Where are we going to go? We look for PD arrays. Where is a premium PD array? Here. So we're trading just like cable did. It's literally the same thing I just showed you on cable monthly. You're seeing it happen on Bitcoin monthly. So discount, premium. And we only look at order blocks, fair value gaps, and breakers. But we can blend this monthly SIBI with these two up closed candles prior to this run lower. You can pull a fib, swing high, down to swing low. Is it above 50%? Anything above 50% is a premium, right? PD array matrix. I will take the wick to body of the two up close candles, extend it out in time. It blends beautifully with this monthly SIBI. So that's where we're going on Bitcoin, I believe. And if and when we get there, this thing is either A, going to fall to hell and trade way down lower, or B, go higher and come here. I personally believe that we're going to find some resistance here and make new lows down below here. But yeah, you see the similarities on this monthly chart, Bitcoin to cable? Same exact thing. Why are we getting a reaction on cable right now? We're about to close that monthly candle. We stepped up into that premium SIBI. That's on a monthly chart. How far up are they going to stab into this SIBI, you might ask? Well, dissect that level. Here's a weekly time frame. Here's that same level. Here's the fair value gap inside of that level. So you'd expect them to want to come up into there. And that's why we're getting a nice reaction lower right now. Foreigns are currently moving lower. Let's look at Aussie. Where can Aussie potentially go? Let's see. I believe Aussie is going to want to make its way down here. If dollar wants to keep climbing higher, Aussie should want to trade down to here. I want to see tomorrow open, power of 3, trade higher, and then make a run lower. Equal lows down here. So look at this order flow, okay? These daily candles, here's a sell side imbalance. Daily candle, rebalance, trades lower. Daily candle, sell side imbalance. We're rebalancing it now. I want tomorrow to pop up a little bit, and then hopefully we can trade lower again and then attack this level down here. What do y'all want to learn today? This is a spur of the moment session. I gotta unmute you guys or allow you guys to chat. All right. Y'all can use the chat box now. I was not expecting 250 people to join here, so I am a little nervous. I don't know what else to talk about. Let's see. What should I study to get to your level like ICD bids? Oh, Scout Sniper series, Market Maker series, all the core content, all 12 months, besides the COT months. Those are fucking boring. I straight up skip those. And then of course live price action. US indices. So I'm not a huge fan of indices yet. I'm leaving that to everyone else. Everyone else has been enjoying those because ICT trades them every day, but I'm just sticking to Forex because that's just what I like. I see a lot of people asking about entries. So again, my entries are always just in fractals. They're always going to be an order block, a fair value gap, and a breaker. Those are the only type of entries I take. And when I say order block, I mean literally when price is respecting bearish PD arrays like cable has been. I mean, this week isn't really a good learning example for price action. I've had way better teachings than this, obviously. But like my entries are always just up close candles in a bearish market. Literally, it doesn't get more clear than that. And I look at every time frame. So we created a huge imbalance here. When price was trading down here, I was preaching, let's pay ourselves, let's take profits. Why? Because we took out equal lows. We're up 75 pips, and the market is likely to do what? Retrace higher. Why? Because we have this giant SIBI. When we trade higher, we're going to want to fill that. But if we're bearish, we expect it to fill it and then trade lower. Right now, at the current state of the market, we hit that, we rebalanced it, we're trading lower. It is a 4-hour bullish candle. We created a bullish candle here. We created a bearish candle. So if this thing is super bearish, I would want this bullish candle here to hold as resistance and trade lower. Kind of like what it's wanting to do right now. I wouldn't want it to go above this candle here. And that's just for the rest of today. That's how I'm So a main sign that tells me to stay away from the markets is just when I'm unclear which direction they want to go. Literally, at the end of every week, I bet you guys can agree to this. You see a setup and you're like, oh, if I would have just did nothing on this day, and that day, and then took this clear setup that I'm seeing right now, I would have had a profitable week. So if you can come to Friday and tell yourself that and see it every single week, you have to be disciplined enough to literally stay bored, stay patient. I literally did nothing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's people in my groups saying, they're begging for a signal. They're begging for an analysis. I didn't have a signal. I didn't have an analysis. I said I'm going to wait out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because of the economic calendar. And I didn't have a clear read on the market yet. When you're patient, I swear to God, they are always going to tip their hat off like they did today. I did nothing all week. I took one trade so far this week, or two trades. UCAD. Also, that's something we can talk about. The UCAD buy I had today. So remember, guys, DXY had currently hit our discount for value gap. We rejected higher. We're expecting bullish prices if we're in bullish order flow. So they respected this daily fair value gap and they traded higher. They respected it. So now they're going to want to come to a premium PD array. Here's this week daily chart. When they trade down here, they're inside of this bearish candle. The next day trades higher. When this day right here, which was Wednesday, when they closed like this, I then tell myself, I look left. Tuesday respected this bearish candle. This is all happening after we respected this level down here. So when we got to close like this, when yesterday closed like this, I would expect the next day to do what? Find support at the bearish candle because we closed above it and we are in a state of bullish delivery. So I would expect this down close candle to hold as support. And what happens? It holds as support. You see that? Power of three. Open, low. The low is going to form at the daily bullish order block. And then we go higher. Where could we reach to? Equal highs, liquidity. Look, a lot of times people forget that liquidity is a PD array. Old highs and old lows. Those are PD arrays. So this was my target for today. That's when I was taking profits on my trades. If we are going to go any higher, what should happen? I would want this bearish candle right here to hold as support and go higher, similar to this cable 4-hour bullish candle to hold as resistance to go lower. I'd want dollar 4-hour bearish candle to hold as support and go higher. So here's a PD array matrix teaching. So remember, we hit that daily fair value gap down here that I've been showing y'all this whole video. Monday opened up here. Where'd we go? This was actually Tuesday, right here, Monday and Tuesday. This is 4-hour chart. We traded lower. Look left. What do we have? We have a daily, 4-hour buy side imbalance here. It starts with this candle's low. That's weird. On my MT4 on my phone, it shows it actually stab into that level, but on TradingView, it doesn't. Strange. Anyways, we have this daily buy side imbalance. Swing low, swing high right here. Is it below 50%? Yes. Is it a discount PD array? Yes, it's a buy side imbalance. Once we hit that and we rejected higher, it respected that. So when I see them respect that, I then tell myself they're going to go to a premium array. Where's the premium array? Pretty much anything above that swing high that you drew out. Look over here, equal highs. So it's like ping pong. Discount PD array, respect it. Now we're going to come to a premium PD array. And if they go higher, tomorrow should want to fill this level right here. See this little volume imbalance right here? I would want them to step up into here, make one more high for the week, and then probably want to retrace a little bit to close out the week. Power of three, open, low, high, then close. So with this bullish dollar mindset that I had, I wanted to also buy Canadian dollar today. So I didn't see anything on these higher time frames. So I literally scanned through all time frames and I was taking an intraday trade. And good thing I took profits above old high because CAD has come back down. So my trade was this. Where is it? 15-minute chart, swing low, swing high. If I want to buy, I want to buy at a discount only. Where is the PD array? In a discount. Swing low, swing high. Anything below 50% is a discount. Find your PD array. Well, my PD array was here. No wick candle. That's my one of my favorite entry techniques. And a buy side imbalance. So my buys were here. My stop loss gets placed below an old low, or pretty much below the PD array that I'm using to enter. Why? Because that means it's not respecting. Therefore, why would I put my stop loss? If my entry is going to be here because of this PD array, why would I put my stop loss down here? That's opening yourself up to way too much risk. If I want the market to come down here and respect this particular level, why would I put my stop way down here randomly or at this low over here? No, I'm going to put my stop loss below this buy side imbalance because that's my entry. And I'm expecting them to hold that as support. Mind you, this buy side imbalance, this fair value gap, whatever you want to call it, look left. What is it blended with, guys? It's blended with 3 back-to-back bearish candles prior to the run higher. So during this down move, they're buying because price is getting cheaper. How do we know they bought? Well, look at the reaction after these 3 back-to-back down close candles. They react higher with aggression, strong conviction to go higher. That's how I know they were buying inside of the down close candles. You want to blend it with the fair value gap here. So this was my buy zone. And it's a classic OTE. So if you haven't already, you need to be studying the OTE courses on the OTE Primer series on YouTube with ICT. It's well worth it. It's very simple. This is when I gave my buy signal out. Then we created a new high. So I blended this buy right here. What time of day did this buy happen? New York open, New York kill zone. That's as far as you're going to hear me talk about time. If I talk about time, it's going to be in the form of that. And if I mean it in any other way, it's going to be in the form of specific candles. Like when we're coming to a monthly close and the monthly chart has to hit a certain array, it's going to want to do it. And it hasn't done it yet. Well, guess what? I'm expecting it to do it this last week because it's the last week of the month and we haven't hit that level yet. We haven't ran that liquidity yet. So I'm expecting this last week to do it. That's a form of time. You get it? It's the last week. That's time, right? Right. New York kill zone, entry pattern, OTE, discount PD array, old high, news event, classic. At the same exact time, cable was hitting our premium PD array on the hourly chart, which starts right here. At the same time, cable was making that market maker sell model. So what I meant by Bitcoin and that time theory is this, all right? So when we have bullish order flow, what do we expect to happen after a bearish candle? So I already outlined that order flow is bullish due to the fact that we respected this monthly level and this monthly level. So when Bitcoin was trading at one point in time, this monthly candle, aka like 2 weeks ago, was red. It was all red. Look at the wick. And everyone thought it was bearish at that time. But I had this level right here mapped out, and I knew that they would trade higher because we're running out of time inside of this monthly candle. And if we're bullish, what happens after a bearish candle? We expect a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, same thing on cable right here. Here's that premium SIBI on the monthly cable chart. That was my upside objective on cable. Well, I'm not going to talk about all this stuff, but I have a lot of videos talking about the bullish run here and why we were bullish. So what did I expect to happen after this month closed bearish? I expect the next candle to expand above this candle to attack that target up here. Why? Because the state of delivery was bullish. So after a down closed candle, I expect a up closed candle. Well, if we're down to the very last week of the month, okay, and we haven't expanded higher yet, and we're down to the very last week of that monthly candle, let's say we're still just floating right here and we haven't expanded up, but order flow is bullish, like I said it was. That is what I'm referring to here. There's one more week for the candle to close on the monthly chart. Therefore, I would expect the last week. This is hypothetically speaking, by the way, guys. Therefore, I'm expecting that last week to have an aggressive bullish run because there's 1 week left in the monthly candle. That's what I mean by time. Same thing for Bitcoin. I expected them to rally aggressive. These two lines delineate that monthly fair value gap. So on the daily chart, when Bitcoin was trading lower, manipulating everyone, we're down to the last 2 weeks of the monthly candle. We are gradually going lower, taking out sell side, taking out sell side. They do it one last time. They take out sell side here. We're inside of that monthly BISI. Here's the low. Look left. What do you see? Down close candle here prior to this up run here. So here is a bullish order block. Extended out in time. There's the low. So remember what I said at the beginning of this video? What do they do before they hit their intended level? Before the algorithm hits their intended level, they're going to consolidate. So they're going to come down just shy of that level. Then they're going to confuse people and manipulate and range. Then when they're ready to go, that's when you see that turtle soup happen. How far down of a turtle soup is it going to be? Always look left on all the time frames, and you're going to see a PD array every single time. Here it is. Bullish order block. So look at these candles here. Right before they come down, crashing that one last time. Look how they're stuck in a range here. They consolidate before their intended level. Then you see the turtle soup happen. What happens next? A super aggressive run higher. Why was it so aggressive? It's so aggressive because they have somewhere to go. Their target is up here, and we have a down closed candle here. What do we expect to happen after a down closed candle? A bullish engulfing candle, right? Right. So when we were trading down here just 2 weeks ago, this candle was solid red. That's how you expect them to trade aggressively. And it's down to the last 2 weeks of the monthly candle. This is a monthly chart. So I was expecting them to trade very aggressive because they're running out of time on the monthly candle. And I knew they'd need to close above the bearish candle here. If this month, what is tomorrow the last day of the month? Yep. So if Bitcoin does not explode tomorrow up above this red line right here, you would then anticipate the next month power of 3 to look like this. All right, you ready? We're getting a close above the bearish candle here. Therefore, we would expect open, low, power of 3, open, low. We would expect the bearish candle here to hold as support. So the next monthly candle on Bitcoin should look like this. Just like so. Go ahead, take a screenshot. And then the next month after that should look like this. This is all jokes right here, by the way. Then it's going to die, probably. Anyways, I'm getting bored. I didn't have anything planned out. I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys. If you haven't already, join my free Telegram because I do give signals out. Not every signal, but I give signals out. And I gave out the cable one yesterday or last night. But yeah, let's see how this Bitcoin closes tomorrow. And they should close above the bearish candle. New month candle opens, finds support here, and then rallies higher. Discount arrays being respected. Look at the closure of the past 2 months, the bodies. That's bullish order flow. Now you want to ask yourself, where's the market going to go? It's going to go to a premium PD array. So we're going to be coming up here. But anyways, all right, guys, peace.